it just seems that people would say that you can burn bridges by being so vocal about shit like that. Like with the Frank Pellegrino thing. Tracy doesn't have the best relationship with Frank, but you haven't actually gone on out of your way to post anything.
No, I don't have time for that shit. I'm actually doing things, so.
Right, but you okay, but you would say that he's made you mad enough that you wanted to openly, publicly talk about the shit that he's, been shady about.
I think that Frank Pellegrino is not really worth that much of a discussion.
Yeah.
But he's definitely a disrespectful person.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike, you still the post about what Lewis put out about Ha Comedy Club? Lewis, what happened with this situation? Again, and I say that I had a falling out with Frank, so we don't really talk like that anymore. I did offer him to come on the show because he kind of figured that you were going to say some shit. I also offered him to call in and rebut anything that you had to say. He declined both. He said he didn't want to interact with you and, the whole burning bridges type of shit. What happened with this thing?
I mean, long story short, they booked me on a show. And it was supposed to be April 14th and 15th. Me and Mike Cannon, we were going to co-headline. Me and Mike are both from Rockland County. So we said, hey, why don't we do a fucking, a cash grab? We'll do a door deal. Both of us can bring a lot of friends and family in. We just know a lot of people up in that area,
nice.
Fans, whatever. So we said, fuck it, let's do it. We'll probably make a few $100 each in a weekend, and that'll be that. 4 days before the show, I get a text from Frank. Oh, hey, dude, we had an issue with the plumbing. We have to cancel your shows this weekend. We'll give you a better door deal in the future. That's what he said. So I was like, what? And I'm like, I'm sitting there going like, God damn it, dude, my entire weekend, like, I'm doing okay, but in reality, we all live.
You need the money, dude.
I need the money, dude.
Me?
I got to pay rent. I got a kid. I got a 3-year-old.
Working comics.
So, when if they would have canceled 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, you'll pick up some spots. With 4 days out, I mean, literally, I'm going an entire weekend now without making any money.
Right.
Typically, you'll make at least a few $100s in a weekend in New York City.
Did he offer to reimburse you or do anything that?
No compensation, no nothing like that. And I said that to him. I was like, hey, dude. Mike actually emailed him. He was like, hey, dude, we got to be compensated at least something. And Frank's like, oh, my hands are tied. I can't do anything about it. And I was like, that's just really fucked up. So then I had a couple other comics hit me up in the meantime because I was bitching about it to a few friends. They were like, oh, this has been happening. This has just been happening week after week. They haven't been open, but they've been hoping to get their licenses to be open. And they've been canceling on comics 4 days out. Mike Lawrence, Sam Morrell, a bunch of guys. Seriously. And they're all working comics in New York City that are doing pretty well, that would be headlining elsewhere or would be doing 5, 6, 7 shows in New York City. So I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm not going to just shut up and not say anything. So that's why I posted that diatribe. And honestly, it's really nothing against Frank, okay? I get it, because Frank is in a position right now where he doesn't want to lose his gig booking this club. I don't actually have a personal problem with Frank. Frank's been nothing but respectful to me in the sense of we've been cool. He's booked me on a couple shows, his comedy festival, some fucking Italian restaurant I did, whatever. So I have no problem with Frank, but I do have a problem with the scenario, and Ha Comedy Club, I didn't know it at the time when I booked the gig, but Ha Comedy Club in New York City was notoriously known as the worst comedy club in New York City. It was a place that, they were known for not paying comics. They were known for ripping off audience members. It was just basically a tourist trap in Times Square, and they would, trick people into coming in. And then they would have a bunch of comics work for nothing. And the business model is just designed to line the pockets of the owners. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We can all, the problem with comedy is we pick and choose where we work, and every comic is so desperate for stage time.
Well, that's the reason it was so ballsy, is because no comic is going to openly talk about a place that could potentially get them money. Because now it's safe to suffice that you probably won't get booked by Frank.
Well, I'm a martyr, motherfucker. They took their whole schedule down off the website.
You took one for the team.
I took one for the team. Now they took that. They had a schedule months out on the website. I saw it yesterday. I went on the website and I saw they took the whole schedule down. They have a notice saying, hey, we're sorry, we'll be open soon. So fuck it, dude. Look, if I'm not going to get booked, if one comedy club is going to make or break your career, you shouldn't be in this business.
Truth.
You know, and for me, I've been working long enough and I've been working hard enough that the people that give me love will continue to give me love. I got a great management team.
Does your whoever represents you, they didn't say, hey, this is not really a good idea, dude, for you to do this?
No, it's the fucking guys who own the stand. Patrick was making fun of me on Facebook. He posted his own shit.
I saw his shit too. He said I wouldn't, or I would book Lewis and cancel him too if I could do it.
Yeah, he was like, if I can go back in time, he was like, I would have booked Lewis for every weekend that we had to cancel the opening. And look,
guys, wait, really, if you had beef with a club, would you do some ballsy shit like that? Would you?
Fuck it. You know me. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Chris, are you on good? Are you fucking even on good terms with Frank?
Yeah, I just seen him the other day, but
he's great.
No, he don't like me. I don't think. I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Well, he said I'm not good enough to play the club. So.
Maybe he just thinks you suck.
Maybe.
Well, you could suck, but he's the worst. So.
I don't suck.
Tracy, if you had beef with somebody in the industry, would you fucking balls? You've actually told me not to do shit like that before. You say let it go.
Let it go.
Like when I wanted to
die a natural death.
Talk about fucking Julius Donay, the fucking.
I think it's more with me. I think it's more of a problem. I'm dirty. So what?
Yeah, who cares?
Listen, I didn't put Frank on blast when he was totally disrespectful and disgusting to me.
Right.
I can't tell you how many people have hit me up though, being like, "Dude, thank you," and I'm like, "Guys, let's have some fucking balls."
It's really hard. Sometimes, you kind of publicly you fucking clap for the person on the low, bro. It's like,
well, that's exactly it. And
that fucking post only got 53 likes.
I know, and then the post, the post that Chrissy put up,
that got like
150 likes. Frank's a good guy, and blah blah blah. But let me tell you something. Everybody who liked that post, everybody, because you go down the list. Everybody was a young comic who's hungry for stage time, and they're just kissing ass and they're phonies.
Well, I heard
what do you want me to say?
Frank actually books off of the likes on that status. So that works out.
Well, I
should have liked it.
I posted on that one because
you'll probably get booked then.
Ain't nobody in this room is getting booked from Frank again except for Tommy.
What a shame.
Because Tommy plays.
I've gotten shit canceled on me, but he gives me other gigs.
There goes my career, JC.
I was supposed to play hockey.
You're throwing it away.
I'm throwing it. I don't care anymore.
You're fucking throwing it away.
This is all I had. All I had was Frank Pellegrino. He was gonna make me who I am.
But here's the thing: you got to be able to give that up. Like for me, the decision that I made was I don't want to work there anymore. I had another gig booked a few months from now with them. I was like, I won't work there, but they're not taking it away from me. I won't work with somebody that unprofessional. Right. Forget taking money out of my pocket one time. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna. When I found out they were doing that to everybody, and a lot of comics that I really have a lot of respect for, and they're just nice guys and they don't want to burn any bridges.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I won't work with a person like that. And the truth is that anybody that sees that and goes, oh, well, Lewis is a hothead, and if they don't want to work me, fuck them too. I mean, that's just the way that I feel about it, and I think you need to kind of hold yourself to a certain regard. And I feel like comics, we take so much shit. We're known as being pussies. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's a fucking nerd, and like this is why you get tough guys in a comedy club that'll fucking threaten you or heckle you. I'm just not that guy. I'll give you a couple times where I'll try to zing you, but after a little while I'm gonna be like, all right, dude, shut the fuck up, or you can meet me outside after the show. I'm just not a guy that you're gonna fucking try to chump in front of a room full of people.
Come in. Oh, Dwayne, hi. Come on in, have a seat.
So?
I have bad news for you. Your HIV test is positive. This is going to mean a lot of changes in your life. Look, I know this is very difficult for you to hear, but as we discussed last time, it does not mean you have AIDS.